Okay, flow here. It'll take me a couple minutes to get everything set up, and then I'll get this show on the road. YouTube changed how they did their setup process for streaming, and somehow they made it worse, which it was already really terrible. The worst of all platforms by far. But they made it even more annoying. More steps. Okay. Didn't know it was possible for them to make it worse. Oh, I know what I need to do. This whole chat scenario is such a pain. Trying to get all the different chats set up. Get Rumble going, and I think that's it for now. I don't think I'm going to try streaming to BitChute anymore while I'm doing IRL. It's just too many steps on all this stuff. But I think I got most of the other platforms going good enough. Good enough for who it's for. Some of the platforms I get like 0 views ever, so I don't know why I take the time to set them up, but I do it anyway. I knew that was possible, that could fall over. So I'm using a different camera today. We'll see how it goes. I wanted to experiment with something. Trying to get I'm always playing around with different things, but I have reasons. Usually. Okay, one more step here. I gotta grab this cord and then should be ready to go. It took me a long time to set up. Apparently I've never streamed with this other phone. So what I'm doing today is just I'm using a different phone, and I had to like transfer all my settings over. It took forever. It's ridiculous. And not everything is potentially set up properly, so I have no idea. It's all going to be very experimental. Okay, I think I got everything. Oh, let me take a picture of my clock here real quick. Anyway, the reason I wanted to switch phones is because my main phone seems to not hold the battery very well, and I wanted to experiment with my second phone to see if it is able to hold a charge or not. I think it'll probably have kind of the same issue, but possibly last longer because I think it has a bigger battery. Plus, it's not been abused with live streaming as much as my primary phone. Botrix. And then the other reason is I kind of want to do those shorts. Like, I want to do at least one short on every hike, because I think it's probably a good way to get a little bit more exposure on YouTube, because YouTube is a completely dead platform for live streaming. It's probably the most dead platform for live streaming unless you do other content to kind of link them together, which I don't really want to do a whole lot of that because I'm not really trying to build a channel, but it would be nice to maybe get a few more followers because, yeah, there's no exposure whatsoever, zero on YouTube for live streams. No one will ever find your live stream under any circumstance. It's literally impossible for someone to find your live stream. You will never, ever be found, except possibly by your current followers. And I only have about 33 followers or something, and which is fine, but it would be cool to get a little bit more exposure there. So I'm gonna try the shorts thing for a while and see how it goes. Gotten a few more views on my shorts than I normally get on other things. So, and then if I link my shorts to the live stream recording, then there's a slight chance that somebody might check it out and get interested or something. Not likely, but you never know. Anyway, I don't know what the color and the lighting, all that will be like on this camera. Is that a lens flare? I think so, yeah. Weird blue things on the screen. Oh, I've been here before. But it's been a couple of years at least. It's been a while. I had to go a different way because the trail I normally take up here is apparently they're trying to make it not a trail anymore, or at least that's how I think of it. Whenever they try to make a trail less accessible, I assume they're trying to decommission it and keep people from going that way. Oh, crap. Ridiculous. How did I end up doing that? I somehow managed to bring the wrong water bottle. Oh. I could drink this water, but I don't know how long it's been in this water bottle, so I'd rather not risk it making me stomach upset or something. I started a new water bottle today and picked up the wrong one on my way out the door, so that's annoying. I have some Gatorade in my backpack that I can grab for hydration, so I'm not totally out of luck, but I don't want to drink this stuff. It's probably been in there quite a while. Something always has to go wrong on my excursions. It's almost like a unspoken rule. It's kind of crazy. I have two identical water bottles, and they're often kind of close together, so it's not all that surprising that I did that, but it's just irritating. So we got the full gear today. Yesterday was a complete spur-of-the-moment hike, so I didn't have any of my gear, and I wasn't wearing my hiking clothes. But today we're all geared up. Got my gimbal, got my battery bank, all that stuff. So on these hikes, I'm going to be watching for cool places to do little short videos to throw on my YouTube. Hey, Plumping, I apologize. This is a known issue with Pixel, but all of your messages after that first one are not going to show up. It's really annoying. I've been meaning to talk to the developer, but the chat program sees the name of the chat person, your name, and since all your messages get stuffed underneath your name instead of one per line, like every other platform, it messes up the chat, so it doesn't see the additional messages being added. It's really irritating, but unfortunately, your stay hydrated message though much appreciated is all I'm going to see. Unless you have two accounts. If you have two accounts and alternate messages, one per account, then each message will show up under your username, but that's rare. I'm streaming on many platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Kick, DLive, Noise, Party, Trovo, Rumble, Soup, Beam, lots of places. So just so anyone else in the same situation. Oh, by the way, I think the mosquitoes are finally out. I was kind of surprised they had taken so long, but I think mosquito season is officially started, so I might have to stop at some point if they get really bad and throw some repellent on. I just saw my first one just now, and I had a mosquito bite on the back. On the back of my arm and from yesterday, so they are around. So one thing I could do is do like a quick edit. I don't like doing editing on video editing, but one thing I was thinking of is I could show short sections. So maybe I'll take a few highlights. A few short videos that I'll put together in a edit later. Oh man, the interface of AprIRL Pro is covering usernames. RNIK. Howdy there. Arnick. I had to switch phones, or I didn't have to, but I switched phones today and all my setup is kind of wonky, so. My AprIRL Pro is not quite exactly how I normally have it with my overlays. Whew. Squanch. You mean Sasquatch, perhaps? Or is your name Squanch? I'm not familiar with that word. Okay, we definitely got the mosquitoes going on. Probably when I get up to the saddle area, I'll stop and put some repellent on, because I don't want to get millions of bites. Oh, I see. Oh, man. I'm going to take that advice about staying hydrated. Once I get up there and get my pack off, I'll get a Gatorade out, too. Whew. That's weird. The UI on AprIRL Pro seems different on this phone. Position of everything is weird. Oh yeah, we got mosquitoes. Not like a swarm, but just one can do a lot of damage. Yeah, got multiple bogeys. Oblivion Remastered to be looking kind of different. I I see, yeah. Decent graphics, right? Oh. A few more polygons. Whew. Oh, you got 2 accounts, or somebody to pop in so I can see the messages. Now you guys gotta alternate. Oh. Almost there. Definitely need a drink. Oh. Got some nasty mosquitoes. I'm already getting lots of bites. Oh. So this trail over here, this is the way I normally come up, but it's blocked off somehow. Okay, I'll be just a minute. I gotta get some stuff. Whew. Definitely gotta get some mosquitoes. Pretty bad. It's crazy how that happens just all of a sudden. There's no mosquitoes and then there's massive. Don't tell me I don't have that on this phone. Are you serious? This is crazy. Everything's going wrong today. Are you kidding me? I didn't have my chat on this phone. That's so annoying. So I was switching phones today and nothing is set up properly. It's really annoying beyond description. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Okay, now get some stuff on. I don't know how effective this will be, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I need to get some more of the spray kind, because this kind of can't really apply to clothing very well, which is often where they strike. They pretty much go in the very tiniest spot where you don't have the treatment stuff. So if if you don't cover like every square centimeter of your body, you're gonna get bit. Wow, there's a lot. They all kind of took a while to find me, but now they're swarming me pretty good. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna put a damper on my hiking fun times for a while. I don't necessarily avoid going out when it's like this, but it is not nearly as pleasant. Wow, they are really all of a sudden just full force. Okay. And let me get a drink. The annoying thing about repellent is it doesn't actually send them packing. Like they still swarm your face and stuff. They just might not bite you exactly where you applied the stuff, but they're still going to be like irritating. I have yet to find any repellent that's so effective that it keeps them like 10 feet away or more, like you would kind of want to happen. They're always almost in your face in spite of what you use. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the summit of this thing, which if I remember right, it's not all that interesting. But I want to remember because I haven't been there for a while. And then from there, I'll check out other possible destinations. I know there's a really cool spot on the side of the mountain where I can go hang out on some rocks, and that'll be my goal, is to reach that spot. But I don't know, I might get kind of scared off by all these mosquitoes. We'll see. Okay, yeah, I got a drink. I got the drink out. I didn't take any into my system. Hiking IRL is like, the more I think about it, the more complicated it is for gear. It's just trying to pack everything out with you that you need for the hike and for the live stream is kind of a pain. Got some tracks up here, looks like deer tracks. Oh yeah, these rocks. I've explored these before, but I might check them out real quick. We'll see. I was thinking I was farther down the trail than I was. The shorts. Doing the shorts is hard while I'm live streaming. Need to come up with a strategy, like to do a big chunk of the hike and then make mental note of highlight areas and then go back or something. It's hard to stream and do that at the same time. Let's see. Guess I'll explore these rocks a bit. Let's see if I can record a video while I'm doing this. So I'm gonna explore these rocks, see if there's a view. It's been a while since I've been here. Can't remember if you can see out beyond the trees here or not. Kind of looks like not really, but maybe a little bit. Oh, this is disaster material. Got my cord hanging down into the... Oh, man. So we're contending with mosquitoes today, so everything's a little bit higher sped up pace. I can't just sit in one place too long or they'll swarm my face. But I made it to the top of these rocks. There's kind of a view, but it's not like super clear. I know an area on the other side of the mountain that has a more wide open view, so I'm gonna head over there. Not sure if I'll use any of these clips on my video because they kind of suck. I almost need a dedicated selfie stick for my other phone because it's hard to pull out of my pocket and get it ready to record and all that junk. So I think like right down here somewhere is where the cool stuff is. So I'll cut through there at some point or around here somewhere. But right now I'm gonna try to head to the top of this thing first. And from my memory, the top is actually not very interesting, but it's kind of like I feel like I have to do it. Can't climb a mountain and be like 50 yards from the top and not do it. It just feels somehow wrong. Weird, I don't remember some of this. I was expecting the trail to go up there, but my memory sucks. Guess we kind of go spiral Dairy Queen Sunday up to the top. I could be mistaking this with another mountain, I don't know. Well, this phone definitely exaggerates the greens. I can tell you, those needles are not that bright. It's interesting, the mosquito season. First warm day, and they come out, and then the first really hot day, they kind of disappear. But that period of time can span a whole month or more. Which means I need to stock up on mosquito repellent. Oh, it's so hard to start this phone up. Having a dedicated camera that's not a phone for the shorts would be ideal. Okay, I think up here is actually where I was remembering where I can see the views. Oh. All right, just below the summit, I finally get a view worth the effort. And those rocks over there, that's where I might try to go to hang out for a bit once I catch my breath. Then I'm going to go up to the very top first. I'll come back here. I'll probably delete these little clips because they're garbage. Can't record on my second phone and hold my live stream setup at the same time. Although it's not that interesting over here on the summit, the lighting is pretty nice. Except it makes massive lens flares. I think it's possible to drive up here, but I think probably only pretty narrow off-road vehicles come up here much. I don't know if I could drive up here or not. I think so. It wouldn't be easy, but of course this would stop me in my tracks. What that tells me is there's not been a lot of people up here, because I could deal with a tree like that, but I don't carry it with me when I'm hiking. Actually, I used to. I haven't been lately. All right, this is the official summit right around here somewhere. It's not very interesting, but there's several ways you can go from here. I think this is a pretty rough ATV trail. I don't think I've tried to drive down that. I think that would be kind of insane. It's made for smaller vehicles. I may have hiked down there once. Anyway, now I'm going to head back to where those rocks were and try to make my way to them. The mosquitoes have largely lost most of their interest, so that's good. Either because I'm out in the sun more than I was before, or they've just realized, oh, I don't like that smell. The repellent stuff. Okay, I could technically climb over this, but I don't know. Let me see how reasonable it is. The problem is it's not very strong, so I can't really stand on it. I'll just try to bushwhack around it again. It's kind of a pain. One thing I've had to deal with up here in the past, one of the last times I came up, was what probably they appeared to be hornets or something. They were fairly aggressive bee-like flyers. If I remember right, I might have actually got a sting or two that time. I don't recall for sure. But I'm hoping those guys are not in the same place that they were last time. Actually, I don't know if I got a sting. I think I just saw them and was sort of just reversed my course because I didn't want to like go straight into their swarm, basically. But they were like out in a bush near some of those rocks that I'm thinking to go to, so hopefully they aren't in the same place every year. I think I might just do a short like out on the rocks rather than trying to do a compilation edited video. I want to keep the shorts as little work as possible. I know that sounds lazy, but honestly, I don't really have a lot of time to put into editing videos, so I need to just do short clips and that's it. I guess I could upload, 2 or 3 short clips from each hike instead of trying to edit them together. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't figured all this stuff out because I've never liked shorts at all. It's not my format of choice. Like, I don't like watching shorts. But they do seem to be a way to get new viewers sometimes. Alright, so we're looking for rocks to explore. So I got this little clip for my smart button yesterday, but I haven't gotten into the frame of mind of using it yet. Mainly because I didn't have anything to mark yesterday. But today I could have. I see some towers over there. I wonder if those are cell towers, or radio tower or something. Weather station, who knows? Some signal here, so not sure what I'm tapping into. I know there's one behind me, so I'm a little bit concerned that if I dip down over this hill, I might lose connection with that one, if that's what I'm connected to. Okay, so I see the big rocks. They're over this way. Let's try to make it to that. Not necessarily looking to climb so much today, more find easy things to access that I can just sit down on and relax for a while. It's an awesome view though. One thing I realized with yesterday's stream, or not yesterday, just a couple times ago, if I do a slow enough panning shot, I can take a panorama out of that and not have to take any extra pictures. But now that I said picture, I have to take a picture. Wow, I really hear the insects today. I think most of those buzzing ones are mosquitoes. Let's see, so I need to cut across these bushes, so I'm looking for like a clear shot so I don't have to contend with the thicket. Looks like there's kind of a trail here. Kind of. Let's see, yeah, this should get me pretty close. It's crazy, like in 1 year's time. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I think it's probably been a couple years, maybe 2 or 3 years since I've been here. But things can change, like the vegetation can change, so even if you have kind of a course that you're used to taking, like a nice clearing or something, or a trail, can actually change in just a couple of years. Let's see. That's not too bad of a heart rock, isn't it? I'd say that qualifies. I'd like to get down to that one right there, possibly beyond, but that one for sure. Ooh, we got some really thick bushes here. Hey Elsar, how you doing? So normally if I wasn't carrying my camera, I would climb up some of this stuff. Oh, hey. Well, it's probably a kick issue because I'm still technically online, but you won't be able to see. You won't be able to hear what I'm saying if you're not. Kick seems to have issues with connections. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. There we go. Wow, the mosquitoes have rediscovered me. I guess it seems to be kind of directly tied to the sunshine versus the shade, which I've always noticed that in the past as well. Sometimes it doesn't always ring true that predictably, but it is kind of a pattern. Alright, let's mark some of these rocks just for fun. I could just hang out here. I guess because of the mosquito issue, it'd be nice to find a rock that's more in the sun, which that's not going to last much longer. The sun is going down, so my time is probably generally kind of limited out here because of that. This rock I'm on right now is maybe as good as it gets. I might actually forego the hanging out here because of the mosquitoes, and I'll just stay for a few minutes, explore a little bit. I want to go out to where that weird log thing is. I've been there before. That's where like just beyond there or right around there was some hornets and stuff, but that was years ago, so I want to see if that's still the case, because if not, that was a pretty awesome spot. The only problem is today it's not the hornets necessarily, it's the mosquitoes. They are really finding me now. I should have gotten out like 3 hours ago when it was still in the middle of the sunlight. Wow, that is a huge dead one of those things. Like that branch right there is probably as big as my calf. Huge. And I don't know if I've ever seen one that big. I am going to be eaten alive in spite of the repellent I put on earlier. I don't think it's doing much. This one's pretty cool too. Oh wow, yeah, I'm not going to be able to stay out here much at all. I'll probably just go out here, see if I can make it to my intended destination by that cool little stick out there, and then probably have to end the stream and practically run back to the car with all these mosquitoes. It's ridiculous. This is the stuff that's like borderline climbing though, so I can't like go very fast with carrying my gear. I have to hope that it doesn't require any technical grips. I'm in the sun, which instantly is crazy. There's less mosquitoes. It's amazing how averse they are to the sun and the wind. Like if there's any significant breeze, that keeps them away as well. I think the breeze is actually more effective than the sun. So I'm basically on the top of the world at this point. It's the highest rock in this area. Guess I'll mark this one. But check out that spot down there. There's like a sort of flat spot, and then I can sit on that log as well. It's quite nice. I'm not gonna probably go down there today because there's no major reason, because I'm dealing with mosquitoes today, but there's another awesome perch hangout spot down there. I don't know if I've probably been to that one before, but it seems like last time I was here I came out to this spot, which is kind of my favorite one because it just looks so cool. And that, I think I encountered the hornets and kind of scared me away. Hey Elf, sorry. Yeah, Kick is crappy. It goes offline all the time. I'm actually streaming on like 12 or 13 platforms, but Kick is the one that often has issues. But yeah, this is just going to be a fairly short stream. I mean, I know it's been a while already, but like I'm dealing with massive mosquitoes. It's funny because I was out yesterday and I didn't see really any mosquitoes, but I apparently got one bite on the back of my arm. But like today, I'm getting massively swarmed. But yeah, it's not necessarily because of the signal. Like I've had a pretty good signal this whole way. It's something to do with Kick. Both Kick and DLive lately have had issues connecting on my restream stuff. And then I come home and see that some of the other platforms are fine, but like Kick almost never works anymore for me. I've kind of given up on it. Unless I'm at home, then it works fine, but yeah, I should be on Twitch. Although, again, I don't even know what to blame it on anymore, because I'm using Aircast, which is like a restream alternative, and they've historically had a lot of connection issues for me. But I'm also in cell territory. But the signal here, I can't see it because the chat is in the same place as my speed indicator, but I think it's generally okay here. I'm also on YouTube, Noise, Trovo, Rumble, yeah, and pretty much everywhere. But yep. Oh, I won't be out here long. I've been trying to do shorts on YouTube, and I also have a TikTok channel that nobody knows about, because the only reason I'm on TikTok is I want to try to get more people from there to switch to the other platforms, because I'm not really a TikTok type person. But I've been recording shorts, like minute-long clips on my hikes, and I'm posting them on YouTube and TikTok just to see what happens. I've gotten a few views on YouTube. TikTok, I get 0 views on any of my stuff. I don't really know why, but I guess I was saying how bad YouTube is. YouTube is horrible for discovery. I think TikTok is potentially worse unless I don't know, I've seen people really take off. Like Gives a Minute and this other friend I have, I've seen like really get a lot of views there, but I don't know how you make that happen. I think you might have to pay to play or something. I have no idea, which I would never pay money to get more views. That's stupid. But anyway, boring stuff. Yeah, YouTube does not work. Here's what I was saying before, and this is actual fact. Nobody can argue this with me. If all you do is live stream on YouTube, you will never be found by anybody except some of your current subscribers, and even them, they often don't get notified. So unless you do the multifaceted approach like you do with all your edited videos and shorts and stuff, you will never ever be found. But and I don't really want to do all that stuff because I'm more into live streaming, but if I want to find anybody, that's kind of the only way. So I'm doing a little bit of it and just kind of as an experiment. And if it doesn't pan out, I'll probably not do it for long because it's kind of tedious to me. I don't really like doing shorts that much. Anyway, I'll probably cut this short. There's another spot over there that those rocks that I've been to before, which is a nice spot, and then down there as well. I might come back here again when there's not so many mosquitoes because there's lots of cool places to hang out. Most people give up on YouTube before one of their videos pops off. Yeah, but I have 450 videos and I have 33 followers and oftentimes 0 views. So it's not like I've, just started on there or something. I mean, it could take 15 years and by then, like, YouTube might not exist or you've moved on with your life. Like, we're not talking a year, we're talking 10 years is how you gotta be found on YouTube. Or just luck, like the right person comes along. But it's not really worth it, in my opinion. Like, it's not a good use of your time. Like, the chances of it happening per unit of your work time put into it is extremely slim. So it's basically like gambling your time away, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't care because I don't really want to grow a channel. I just want a few more viewers than I have now, which is 0. Like YouTube, I get 0 pretty much views. And a few more than that, like 10 views, 50 views here and there would make it feel worthwhile. But I'm not looking to, I mean, you have to have millions of views to like quit your day job. Even hundreds of thousands of views, you're not going to be making enough ad revenue for to quit your day job. So that, to me, that's just, I don't think most people should waste their time with it, including myself, to try to like dream big and quit your day job. Unless you got a bunch of sponsors or something. But just the ad revenue is nothing, basically. Yeah, it's a hobby for me. And I've long given up on like growing my channel and becoming famous or like a influencer, cringe. Yuck, I don't want to be that. If anything, I want to, have a positive impact on the world in a way. I know there's a lot of lonely, broken people in the world that don't have a lot of friends in real life, and they kind of spend a lot of time on streaming platforms. And if I can be a blessing to one of those people or a few of those people, then, that makes it worthwhile for me. Not really looking to make money off of it. Once it becomes a job, then there goes the fun. Exactly. See, that's the thing. Like, you have to like chase the algorithm, and it's so stressful. I've seen some very large YouTubers just give up because of that. It's become a nightmare. It's not a fun job anymore. It's fun hobby though. Like, if you can get your head out of the numbers game and just do it for fun, then it's enjoyable. Make some connections, share your hobbies with the world, get to meet some cool like-minded or not like-minded people. It's fun. I'm not going to do it for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be 80 years old live streaming. Probably won't even exist. It'll morph into something else by then anyway. But I'm surprised I've kept at it this long, to be honest. With the results I've gotten, it's pretty hit and miss, and the community has kind of shrunk so much since the old days. Wow, that looks like a huge house there. That's awesome. I don't know if I've ever noticed that, but there's a gigantic opening there with a pretty fancy house. Looks like they got a sweet property. Hollow streaming. Not familiar with that term. Oh. But yeah, it's also a good way to like record your own life experiences. It's like a vlog. Like, you can look back years later and see some of the experiences you had, the fun adventures. It's especially for the IRL stuff. I like to know that there's some kind of recording of these things. Oh yeah, the streaming of the future, like the the virtual reality stuff. I got you. Yeah. Probably, and I will definitely check out of it long before that happens. I mean, they're already doing that with like the VR helmets and stuff, but like if it starts getting too invasive and too immersive, I would not be interested anymore. Got to keep it simple for an old timer like me. Not because of the tech is too complicated. It's more just like I don't really embrace that kind of, digital reality kind of stuff. Dead internet's already here. It will be all AI. True. Yeah, it's gonna suck. I don't know. Maybe it'll not last forever because I think a lot of people are already sick of it. Like I'm kind of sick of AI already. Like I use it for like help me write Python scripts and stuff like that. But as far as like all the entertainment stuff, I don't know. It's kind of every time I see an AI generated image or video or voice, I'm just like, ugh. I just click away right away. But I guess eventually, the thing that's going to suck is when it gets so good that you can't even tell the difference, because at that point, how will you even know to click away? It's such a waste of time. You're watching something that's made by a computer. There's no human element to it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, but I started drawing again in my journal. I might have mentioned that briefly to you. Several inspirations. Of course, you probably helped because I've been watching your stream for so long, so probably seeing you draw under my subconscious helped me feel like I could try it again. And then I have this friend that I've had for like, I don't know, almost 12 years now, and she's always asking me, when are you drawing or whatever, and she draws all the time too, so she's helped. And then I watched this really inspirational video on YouTube that was probably the kicker, kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. It was just like I watched that and I was like, oh man, I need to draw again. So all those influences came together. Yeah, I think I've drawn about I don't know, 75 drawings or something. I do doodles like that. I watched part of your recent stream with Calvin and Hobbes, and I saw your concept sketches at the very end, your like red line drawings or whatever. And my drawings are about that quality. Like I do them really quick, and I don't take them to the final stage like you do. I just kind of do quick little jabs at things. That's kind of always been my style, like gesture drawings and whatnot. But yeah, I find that fun because I can get a whole lot of them done and not feel like bogged down where I have to sit down for, multiple hours at a time. I can just be on the go, like sitting somewhere and draw something. Yeah, I'll probably, I might do some on my stream soon. But otherwise, yeah, I can send you a few screenshots or something. I didn't actually stream any of them yet because they're all in my personal journal, but I'll scan my journal in and crop out the drawings and put them somewhere and maybe send a few on Discord or something. But yeah, great job on that. That Calvin and Hobbes Deadpool and Wolverine is cool. It's a clever idea. I love how Hobbes' face like fits in the mask so perfectly, and like his poofy cheeks just, oh yeah, that's a Wolverine face. You really nailed it. All right, well, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream because I'm probably gonna oh yeah, I'll definitely send you that video. It was so inspirational. Oh my goodness. I subscribed instantly. His channel is like, whoa. I'll definitely send you. If you want to look it up, I think it's called Sketch School. Maybe, I don't know if you've heard of it or not. It's like the word sketch and then SKOOL or something like that. It's an older guy, probably, in our general age bracket, maybe a little older. But anyway, yeah, it's really inspirational. But Yeah, I think it's 2 words, but yeah, I'm sure you'll find it if you search. There's one video in particular that he did where he like talked about his inspiration. His inspiration was this guy that he met in Oregon, of all places, because I live in Oregon. I think he lives over in Joseph or some eastern tiny town, and he talked about the inspiration of that guy on him. And so I got like double whammy of his inspiration and him himself inspiring me. Is like, whoa, I gotta try this again. Whoa, Van Frick, thanks for the diamond, man. That's crazy. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you, dude. Wasn't sure if you're still around. Actually, I think I saw you as Wolves Gone Camping on a Gives a Minute stream recently. But yeah, when are you gonna get out and do some of this stuff, man? You gotta show us more of Norway. But I'm glad you're still around. And thank you very much for the diamond. I'm probably gonna end the stream though, because I want to do a quick short before the sun goes down. I know I'm just like mindlessly like scrolling back and forth. I guess I could do a quick selfie. I don't know if this camera works that way though. Yeah, I don't have this set up. I need to set up I just switched phones and my settings aren't like ironed out here very well. There we go. Anyway, I'm probably going to head out because I want to get a quick, I'm trying to do a few shorts on YouTube just to maybe get a few more eyes on my channel, because I get like almost no views on YouTube. So just a small, low effort thing I can do to see what happens. But I appreciate you guys. It's good to see old friends. And that's kind of what it's all about for me on this live streaming thing, is connecting with guys like you. And I'm always into meeting new people. I always love it when somebody actually goes out of lurk mode and says hi. But at any rate, I'm going to head out here, and I wish I could stay out longer. The mosquitoes are kind of a real pain today. Otherwise, I'd probably just go right down there and hang out. But they would just absolutely swarm me if I got out of the sunshine. So I need to buy some better mosquito repellent, and then I'll be out for more adventures. But until then, I'm probably gonna like hide up in my inside, because they're pretty bad. So thanks, Van Frick, and I will see you all later. I'll do one last view of the forest here if I can figure out how to switch this back. Back and forth, mindless, mechanical movement. Tra-la-la. Alright, catch you guys later. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go down. Look, there's rocks. Look, more rocks. This is where I actually wanted to hang out, but it's in the shade, and I was worried I'd be inundated with the mosquitoes down there. But next time I come up here, I'll come up earlier when the sun is on over there somewhere, and I can be out and away from the doom. But all right, we'll see you later.